everyone, I'm Michelle with Designs by JuJu, and welcome back to our part 5 video in our 6-part series about the Molly Mine purse, now available from Designs by JuJu. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to stitch the driver's license accessory to go with the Molly Mine purse. Many of the accessories are stitched exactly the same and follow a similar process of first stitching the backs in one hooping and then attaching those backs in a second hooping. The supplies needed for the accessories vary depending on what accessory you are making. Some of them require foam, and in today's tutorial, I'll actually be using cardstock, but the processes, as I stated, are very similar. For today's tutorial, I will be stitching the driver's license back from the accessories 10 hooping, as well as the driver's license front from the accessories 11 hooping. Since I am just showing you how to make the driver's license, I have went ahead and altered my hoopings and placed both the back and a front in their own individual hoopings. If you were stitching these as intended, you would have multiple backs within your accessory 10 hooping and both the driver's license and 5th Avenue card fronts on your accessories 11 hooping. As always, make sure to reference your PDF instructions for step-by-step pictures as well as detailed tips within the tutorial. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. For the driver's license, you will need the following supplies. Fabric cut according to the supply list listed within your PDF download. You will also need a piece of cardstock. I'm going to be using some cardstock that we have linked in our greeting cards section on our Amazon storefront. You will also need 2 layers of water-soluble stabilizer, the fabric type. I'm going to be using Magic Melt from Designs by JuJu Plus, curved tip applique scissors, and embroidery thread. Whatever color of thread you plan to use for your credit card, you will also need a coordinating bobbin. All right, so let's head over to the embroidery machine and let's get stitching. Like I have done in the part 1 through 4 tutorials, I plan to again run my stitches off camera and just show you every step of the way. All right, so I do already have my 2 layers of water-soluble stabilizer loaded onto my 4x4 hoop. If you were stitching these hoopings as intended, you would need your 5x7 hoop. But like I said, since I am just stitching the driver's license, I have went ahead and isolated those files using my embroidery software just so I could show you the process for how to make these accessories. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my hoop over to my embroidery machine, and I'm going to run the first stitch, which is going to be the placement line for my cardstock as well as my fabric. I've just run the placement line for my cardstock as well as my first piece of fabric, so I am going to go ahead and place my cardstock directly on top of that placement line. And I did go ahead and apply some embroidery safe spray adhesive to the back of that cardstock to help it stay secure. And then I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to place it directly on top of the cardstock and tape to secure it in place. The next stitch that is going to run is the tack down stitch as well as the reinforcement stitching. I would highly advise that you go ahead and load the embroidery thread that you plan to use for the entire outer edge of your driver's license. That way it coordinates when you go to run your satin stitch in our second hooping that we'll do here in a bit. I've just completed that reinforcement stitching, so now I'm going to take my curved tip applique scissors and I'm going to trim just outside of that reinforcement stitching, making sure not to trim any of the stitches. I'm ready to go ahead and run that final detail stitching, which has the eye color, hair, address, etc. for the driver's license. So choose the color of thread you want to use for that and then load it back onto your machine and run that final stitch. And there we go. So our first hooping is complete. So like I said, if you're stitching the traditional accessories 10 hooping, there are 4 total cards within that hooping. So do not unhoop your project. Make sure you do all 4 of those card backs. And then at the end, you will do this next step. So once you have all 4 finished, you're going to remove your project from your hoop. And using some scissors, you're going to trim away all of the excess stabilizer just outside of those reinforcement stitches. And then you're going to set this card off to the side, and we'll need it in our next hooping, which will be our accessory 11 hooping. So once more, I have 2 layers of my water-soluble stabilizer loaded onto my 4x4 hoop. Again, I'm using Magic Melt water-soluble stabilizer from Designs by JuJu Plus. I have my driver's license backing here off to the side because I will need it here pretty quickly. And I'm ready to go ahead and run my first stitch, which is going to be the placement line for my fabric. Again, I'm going to reiterate once more that I am just stitching the driver's license front within this hooping. If you were stitching the accessories 11 hooping as intended, there would be 2 cards within that hooping. All right, so I have my placement line already stitched and I'm ready to go ahead and position my driver's license front fabric directly on top. And I'm going to load it back onto my embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch to secure it in place. I've just run the tack down as well as the reinforcement stitching, and so I'm ready to go ahead and trim away the excess fabric just outside of those reinforcement stitches. The next stitch is going to be the placement line for the driver's license picture. I've just run the placement line for my driver's license picture. For this portion, you could include a picture of your child or grandchild. You could also use some license fabric and throw in a fun character for this part. You could throw in a butterfly. You could choose their favorite color. I have this fun smiley face fabric that I'm going to be using for mine. So you're just going to line it up within that square as best as you can. And I'm going to run the next stitch, which is going to be the tack down for my little driver's license fabric. Now that my fabric's tacked down, I'm going to trim away the excess fabric just outside of the tack down stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and run a decorative satin stitch around the outside of the picture. I've just run the satin stitch around the driver's license picture, so I'm ready to run the next stitch step, which is going to be the text that says driver's license as well as the numbers. Before completing the final 2 stitches, now is the time where you can personalize your driver's license. Once you have your driver's license text as well as number completed, now is the time to add some personalization. You can either use the fonts that are on your embroidery machine, or if you have an embroidery software such as Embroidery, you can add text using that feature as well. I did go ahead and use my Embroidery embroidery software to add my daughter's name, Elizabeth. So I'm going to go ahead and run that stitch, and then we'll be ready to add our backing, and our driver's license will be complete. Once your customizations are added, you're ready to go ahead and grab your backing piece that we stitched in our accessory 10 hooping, and we're going to flip to the back side of the hoop. Next, you're going to line up the outer reinforcement stitching with the outside edge of the driver's license front. You could either tape to secure it in place, or you could use an embroidery safe spray adhesive. Once you have it secured in place, you're ready to load your hoop back onto your embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch to secure your backing. Now is the time to change to your coordinating bobbin thread, as well as the thread you plan to use on the outside edge of the driver's license. Once you have that tack down stitch ran, make sure that the back is lined up where you want it. Remove the tape and place your hoop back onto your embroidery machine to run the final satin stitching. Again, make sure that you have that coordinating bobbin thread loaded onto your machine. And there we go, our driver's license is complete. So I'm going to go ahead and unhoop my driver's license. Again, if you're stitching the accessory 11 hooping as intended, there are 2 cards within that hooping. So make sure you complete both cards before removing your project from your hoop. Again, I'm going to trim away my water soluble stabilizer. And the final step is to remove the excess water soluble stabilizer from the outside edge. You could use a Q-tip with some water, or your little water pen if you have one. And there we go. Our driver's license is complete, and it will slide right in to the driver's license pocket that is from the page 3 that we stitched in our earlier videos. So how cute is that? It's so fun. So I hope you have enjoyed today's part 5 video tutorial. Again, many of the accessories are stitched in a similar way, where you stitch the backing first and add it to your front hooping. Like I said, some of them use cardstock as a support, while others use foam. Just make sure to reference your PDF included with your purchase for all of those detailed step-by-step tutorial pictures, as well as any important information you will need to know to complete the Molly Mine purse, now available from Designs by JuJu. We are almost finished with our 6-part series. Make sure that you reference the description box below for parts 1 through 4 video tutorials. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do that and check back in for our part 6 video, which will be a comprehensive overlook of the entire Molly Mine purse. I will talk through each of the pages, the accessories that are included, and some fun customization options so you can make a truly one-of-a-kind purse for that special little kiddo in your life. So again, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss our part 6 video coming soon. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you soon. Happy stitching!